Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to another scene of For This Life, set in the Get Up Fenrecept in Duluth, Minnesota, where we have Charlotte Sullivan chillin'. Probably, actually, on her way back after, I don't know, if Skyripper's still out by the lake. Trotting back after bringing him down something in a Tupperware container because, I mean, the guy, like, yeah, he can fish and whatnot, but seriously, though. But yeah, she'll be trotting back, hands shoved in her pockets. And come to plop down on, we'll say, the porch or the porch swing by Damon, since it looks like he's out smoking.
Yeah, you'll see him staring off in the distance.
Yep, she'll just come right back on up after bringing it down to him, having a word or two, and just plunk down, glancing off in the same direction for a second, and then looking over. Thinking hard?
Yeah, yeah.
About what?
A lot of things.
Sounds heavy.
Can be.
She'll scooch a little closer, like lean over just enough to butt shoulder to shoulder. What kind of stuff?
It's different things.
Quirks him a side glance.
Like I said, just different things. Thinking.
Don't want to talk about it?
Word came back from my father.
She actually takes a little bit more of a serious kind of tone. She sits up a little bit. The brow creases. What kind of word?
He's fine. The last one of their own.
What?
One of the theurges. Wasn't 10 points, but another one. Helena.
Brow
I haven't
creases
told.
further.
I haven't told Maria yet.
Oh. Isn't she the one with, like, the neon hair?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's nothing. It's just you
It's
think
not
about things.
nothing.
You think about things.
Yeah, I guess. Jeez. Kind of reaches up, ruffles her hair.
I mean, he's off in a war zone.
Oh, yeah, but still.
So you'll have to go to do too.
Kind of heaves a mild shrug. Makes you think they'd send me outside of here.
Everyone goes away in the end.
What about all the ones that are here now?
Ask them.
We all end up somewhere, don't we?
And what happens if you get sent somewhere?
Pulls her legs up. Wraps her arms up around her knees. Guess I just kind of figured, I don't know, it wouldn't happen for a long time if it happened at all. It's kind of like, I don't know, being in the army. Not everyone gets deployed.
My father used to say that it was more than being in just an army.
Yeah?
It's a calling we all got chosen for. It was up to us what we did with it.
I mean, not even as a cowardly thing, just someone's got to hold shit down at home. We all left. There'd be no one here to watch the people we care about, right?
Yeah. I think for Maria and the others, it's different. They are consumes them all in one way.
I mean, I know what we're doing is important, but I'm not that hoo-ah about it.
Have you never felt it before?
Shoots some kind of a quizzical side glance.
I've heard Maria talk to me about it, that they lose themselves in it, that it's what drives them forward.
She used another, like, more awkward shrug this time, kind of glancing offside. It's never felt it like that. I mean, I've been scared. I've been set on what I need to do, but nothing like that. I know my job. I do it. I know why we're here, and I do it. But
He gonna roll something because he's gonna hide his reaction. Because somebody's been fed the Kool-Aid all his life.
boy, I'm gonna try and peony this motherfucker. What specialty did I take? Attentive.
Right, it's pure braid. I forgot about his fucking pure braid.
All of it. Jesus. No, I only got 3.
5,
Handily beaten.
6. Yeah. He doesn't say anything, just looks off in the distance, you know, that type of shit.
But no, I guess not.
You should go listen to the Galliards talk.
Her lips kind of form into a bit of a thoughtful line.
Hell, you should even hear Maria some days.
Yeah, Maria and I aren't exactly on speaking terms right now.
Is that going to stop her from helping you?
She keeps a shrug. I don't know. It depends on how mad she still is. If she knows
think
what
she'd
I
leave
want to
you
listen to.
Why do you think she'd leave you to die or something?
No. No. Just not sure she'd let me say enough. Hear me out long enough to tell me whatever it is you think I need to hear.
I mean, that's...
I mean, I don't think she hates me. I just know she's mad.
Why?
We just had a fight.
About what?
Not joining the pack. And looks down at her hands.
She was quite excited.
I know. And I didn't. Like, I wasn't trying to lead her on. She is my best friend. I did want to try, but
She's also been stressed. Apparently, her fostering child's coming up soon. Might contribute to her snapping at you a lot.
there's another just kind of quiet shrug. Probably.
But I know you weren't trying to lead her on. I get it. It's just... Well, you're the only person she really talks to that she feels normal around, that she's not Maria Darcy Lynch Krause.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't change just because I'm not in her pack.
For her, it does.
Don't have to be in each other's heads to be friends. We haven't needed it till now.
I thought that was more than friends for you guys.
I mean, yes, but there's a lot to it. And I mean, even that shit you were just talking about, it's. I don't fit. I'm like a corner piece with the wrong tabs. Like, you could
The
probably
one...
smash it in there, but
Do you feel like you fit in with anybody?
honestly, not really. But
So, why are you leaving my sister then?
what?
If you don't feel like you're fitting in with anyone, why are you not sticking with her?
I've been here the whole time. Not joining
I
the
don't know.
pack isn't any more of an insult to her than it is to any of the other packs on set. They've all offered.
And you've refused them all.
Just kind of feel like I'm more trouble than I'm worth.
That rubs his face. Look, I may have limited knowledge. Kind of shrugs a bit. But, like, if you're going to have that attitude, there's no point in joining anything.
I'm taking my time and making sure that I don't make the wrong decision. Okay?
Are you? Because a minute ago you just told me you don't feel like you're worth anything.
Said I feel like I'm a lot more trouble than I'm worth. And I wasn't lying. It's not like I'm never going to join anyone. That would be ridiculous. That's not how we work. That's not how we live. I just don't want to make the wrong choice. It's not like you just casually jump back and forth between packs. I mean, in some places, yeah, where it's just form a pack for, I don't know, a war or a skirmish or a battle, but that's not what it's like here. And I don't want to leave someone hurt
said-
because I joined up and then realized I didn't fit.
I don't know. Some knowledge, I just know what I see. And someone doesn't make that offer, likely.
I know. Just
Even for us, kin, we meet these people and they're part of the pack and they become family. Just like I said, I'm not trying to defend Maria constantly. I know she's my sister and you're my girlfriend, and it's a bit of an awkward line. I just don't think you should sell yourself short. And I don't know. I think both of you need to just, I don't fucking know.
don't say fight it out. We already did that. I lost.
Rubs his face. Something
Pitches
other than
out.
something other than fucking smacking each other, or something other than.
I tried something other. She was pretty single-minded about it.
Well, does have a lot of.
I know.
She is a bit annoyed at you.
I felt it.
I don't know.
I mean, you can say it's like being family, but aren't I on the verge of being family anyways? Kind of side glances him.
You know,
Is that any less legit?
no, didn't say that. But if we are starting a family, like, there's going to be contention because she's going to feel it.
Yeah. I don't know how we'll work it out, but I want to. There's no point in trying to push it until she's ready.
And I don't know whatever group you're going to join is going to mesh well with the world I'm from either.
You're
Like,
gonna have to learn.
It's the thing. There's a lot of unanswered questions that I don't really know. Whereas I'm so used to everything right there in front of me. My dad kept secrets, of course. I'm not a fucking idiot. But in terms of that stuff, it was right there so we could see it all.
Maybe it's because I didn't have that. I don't have an example.
I know.
It's just a weird thing to walk into blind, you know?
I'm not.
And yeah, she's continued to rest there, like knees up. A little more still, a little more quiet.
Just put his armor under slowly.
And she'll lean into him. I don't mean to make everything hard.
Like I said, it's just not used to secret keeping.
It sucks.
Yeah, it does.
I promise that anything I keep secret from you is for a really good reason. You know that, right?
Yeah, he just looks up. I know.
I don't know what to do. Not gonna lie.
What do you mean?
It just kind of keeps mounding up. All of it.
I know you seem to be managing all right.
Oh, I'm glad I fake it convincingly. Did Leaf get back to you? Chance?
I haven't talked to him yet.
It'd be nice if I could fix at least one thing, you know?
Don't worry about it.
I do.
It's fine.
It's not fine.
Like I said, I don't want an argument. Let's just say some feelings are still reserved there, and I don't want to lash them out on you.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be fair. Not about what you're going through. Doesn't mean I don't think of you any less. It's just man can be in a bad mood every now and again.
No, I don't blame you.
Doesn't mean I don't like you any less. Squeezes.
She just, like, leans a little harder on him.
Just, I'm still agitated. I don't like being kept in the dark. I don't like being told things and then told I can't do anything about it.
I don't like it either.
But you
it's
still did
worth.
it. You say kind of with a lot more firmness than you were expecting. A lot more firmness. It's this not I wouldn't say cold or angry, but firm.
What's he say?
But you still did it.
Doing what I have to do.
Yeah.
Realize I wasn't joking. I've literally been told by several people that outrank me. I'm not supposed to tell anyone, even what I told you, but there comes a point where being safe matters more to me. I'll take that ass kicking if I have to, but I didn't keep this from you for fun. I didn't keep this from you because I thought it was a good idea.
Like I said, there's a lot of things that are being kept secret.
I'm gonna peony the shit out of him. Hope if I could type.
Bleh.
If attentive helps, that's 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, or 7.
7. 10 of his. I'll give you a 10 of. That'll be nice.
Yay.
He is angry. Very angry. It's kind of boiling underneath his skin.
Did you get the faintest hit of what all he means? What he keeps hinting at?
People are keeping secrets from him. You, Maria. You can get the impression he's hearing one thing, then he's hearing another, and then another thing. Secrets and lies. And he doesn't know which is true, which is fact, which she's been told to say, which she's been told not to say. and it's bothering him a lot.
Takes a moment. Her tongue kind of flicks out over her lips, and she casts a glance back to the house. Are any of the others home?
You can tell Lily's home because the light is on her room. You're not sure where Leaf is. You know, Maria's off doing some set business, like helping helping out. You know, doing some stuff for the kinfolk.
She thinks about it for a hot second and makes a teenage level priority check and finally kind of glances aside. You want to know the whole truth?
Are you allowed to tell me the whole truth?
I'm not allowed to tell you the stuff I've already told you.
But there's a difference between telling me just something and then breaking the whole truth.
Yeah. But I don't like this. I don't like how angry it's making you, and I don't like you not knowing. I don't like not being able to tell you. I don't like not being able to tell anyone. I don't think there is a single person that I talk to on the regular who actually I can tell 100% of the shit that I know is going on or I've been told. And I hate it. This is not part of the Philodoxing 101, keeping a million secrets for a million people.
In a way, it kind of is.
And put it in the pamphlet, okay? Kind of rubs her face.
I mean, think about it. If you had to judgment on every single person, what's guilty and what's truly innocent?
Knowing helps. At least you understand why people are doing what they're doing. But I don't think I've ever seen you so angry. And I hate being the reason.
I'm not angry at you.
Maybe not just me. Maybe not right now.
I'm angry at what it's making you.
What's that?
Cold.
Your expression kind of falls.
I still love you and I always will. It doesn't mean I'm going anywhere, doesn't none of that bullshit. Just, I know it has to happen, I just, doesn't mean I have to like it. I notice you're not sleeping. I notice things. I'm not blind,
I know.
so don't treat me like I am.
I don't think you're blind. I just so busy looking at everything else that I don't always look at me.
Maybe you should.
Yeah. She finally slips an arm up around his back too, squeezing him in some.
Just get sick of seeing you day after day change.
I don't like changing. I keep thinking I'm doing everything I can to not, but I guess the wear and tear just kind of happens. And I'm not paying
Yeah.
enough attention. And yeah, I really haven't been able to sleep. And I'm sorry that you have to keep taking care of me.
I don't mind taking care of you.
I like taking care of you better.
Like I said, it's just hard to see the girl that I used to watch smile brightly at things just sit there pretending not to cry.
Not really good at pretending.
You're good at pretending. There's a difference between crying and there's what's happening to you. There's a difference between sorrow and there's a difference between jaded and bitter.
Am I really getting that bad?
I can just see it. It's been that way since I saw you walking in the woods with Kathy. I didn't see what you did. Just when you came back out, you didn't look the same.
And she actually takes up a really thoughtful look at that. Like, not staring distinctly anywhere. In fact, if anything, the eyes kind of fall as she's turning the thoughts in and kind of measures that, turns it around in her head. That really where it started?
What I saw.
Yeah. And she glance around. Does he have any of his books outside or anything?
Nope.
You know what?
What?
I'll be right back. She kind of goes to hoist herself up.
Gives an eyebrow raise.
Just kind of does the little no nonsense face, like, nope, nope, I will hear none of this. And, turns around and marches inside. And she'll go to trot upstairs, kind of glance by his bedside table, like whatever book he's currently working on.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll snag it. And she'll snag one of the throw blankets. And she will march back out. And as she, comes back out to the edge of the porch, we'll reach down to try to snag his hand. Like, come on,
What?
come on.
These are just like plainly like what the fuck's going on type stare.
For what it's worth, she does flick him kind of a playful, like there's a touch of mischief in there, just kind of a playful grin. Like, come on.
Slowly gets off the porch and just takes her hand.
Then yeah, she will lead him off. And, once they've slipped kind of past the tree line, we'll kind of get into the whole thing like when they used to, and I mean, it's pretty plain where she's tugging him off to. It's that clearing that they've used before. So it's kind of picking your way, trying not to leave, a massive blatant trail, using whatever little deer paths they used before to get through some of the brush. And yeah, she will lead him all the way out there. Probably even find the fucking boombox that they stashed out there, pull it out. We see it.
Perception alertness.
Okay. Alertness?
Yup.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. More if it is attentive.
Yep.
Admittedly, at the moment, she's kind of paying attention to where she's moving and placing her feet, and admittedly, like, kind of getting into it a bit.
You hear singing. Beautiful singing.
There'll be a pause. Kind of a glance in the appropriate direction.
You hear more singing. And a male voice starts to sing along as well.
She kind of, having stopped mid sneak off, kind of pitch glance back to Damon like this. See if he hears it too.
Gaelic.
Hmm?
Return to her. That's Gaelic.
She kind of thinks about it for a second, putters through her head. Is this in the same direction as their spot, or is it like along the way?
Along the way.
I'm assuming that's Maria's voice.
Say it, there are several. You think you hear Maria's voice, but there are several. Very clear, very deep. One in particular, which is a male voice, but it's surprisingly powerful.
And where are they? Off by the lake, or? I know she has to go around it to get to their spot.
By the lake.
Just kind of pause and glance back. Want to check it out?
He'll crane his head up. It's weird.
Is it? What are they singing?
He closes his eyes. They're asking for a blessing.
Is it something we should leave alone? Or
Not sure. I don't. I only know the basics. It seems like they're appealing to something. Sniff the air.
glances back?
Do you smell that?
She'll pitch her nose up and try.
You can roll Primal Urge.
Oh boy. 4.
You smell the scent of incense and all that sort of stuff. Maybe that's what you picked off of Damon, but you There is, of course, the strong, powerful Fianna purebreed. There is a Get purebreed in there. Very powerful Get purebreed, similar to Juno. That level.
There's another, like, sharp knit at the brow. And she's going to pause for a second and really try to listen to the voices, try to pick out who's who. Because she has heard the Get
One is
singing at least once.
One is definitely Maria. Definitely. Next one is Mark of Thorns.
Mm-hmm.
The third is Rides. The big, powerful voice. The big, quaking crescendo, essentially. You don't know who the fourth voice is, though. You've never heard this one before.
Male or female?
Female.
Face scrunches a bit. She finally will start kind of creeping a little closer, trying not to make a bunch of noise, but now she's curious.
Give me that dex stealth roll.
Oh, actually pretty good.
Yeah, okay. 3 successes, you said?
Mm-hmm. Here's hoping
Creep
they're
up.
too focused to notice.
Oh, yeah. I'll give you that. With 3, yes, you're fine.
Yeah, she'll even probably put down the book in the blanket, tuck them somewhere so she has her hands free to kind of even more carefully pick her way along, try to avoid making noise.
You eventually make it to that small clearing by the lake. And sitting there itself is one figure with silver hair. And the 3 formed in a perfect kind of trifecta. You know what I mean? Around her, as they spread water down on her face, beginning to sing, you see Maria and Mark.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
And what do you do, Charlotte?
She will probably sit back for the moment and just kind of watch. They're in the middle of whatever they're doing, aren't they?
Fianna are turning almost around her. You know what I mean? Those slow turns. As Mark, in the middle of it all, kind of like the architect, is letting water fall down on Freya's face and petals from a lily fall down on her as well.
Is Lily responding at all?
No, it's not Lily, it's Freya.
Oh, pardon, Freya. Derp. Is she, like, responding?
She's humming, which is odd. But she's crying.
I'll take a glance back to see if Damon has followed along or not.
He has. He's kind of there beside you, near close enough to you. She's just watching with this odd curiosity.
Yeah. She kind of glances over to see if there's any, like, sign of recognition of what they're doing.
Let's see how well Damon does with this. I'll give him a roll.
Yeah, it seems to be a Fianna thing.
They're appealing. Trying to hope that whatever guide will take away from her nightmares.
can do
They're
that.
appealing to Lua, god of light. And appealing to Lear to wash away feeling. Spirits are powerful things, I think. You'd know more than me, probably.
Yeah, but I don't know many of them. Not like you guys do.
I just know the mythology behind them.
You got that on me too. She kind of leans to keep watching. She doesn't want to, again, she doesn't want to interrupt. And at this point, she's kind of stuck in a situation where it's like, I don't know that there's any good way to approach this without being a total creep because they're how far removed from the rest of the world right now?
Pretty.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Makes me sad looking at it.
She turns a glance back. Why?
Because she'll never be the same again.
It's pure impulse, but she just will reach out to touch his shoulder, brush up and touch his cheek.
Don't you feel sad?
Yeah. Just, at least they're trying. Yeah, she's pitching back and watching.
It's beautiful, it's calm. It's almost relaxed. It does stop and they kneel down as Freya wipes some of the tears off her face. As Mark just gently pushes her in the water till Freya's completely submerged.
And she'll, kind of be biting her lip a bit. Probably wait until they're all in motion and keenly focused again to see if she can kind of try to pick her way back away and give them some privacy.
Let's see, does anybody see you?
Yep, she'll do her best to wait till they're distracted, but if they've gotten through the worst of it.
2. Oh, he has not many.
Jesus.
Mark has this many.
Come on, dice.
Oh, Sidekick just crashed.
Oh, it did crash. Oh.
Oh, there it is. Nope.
Oh. It doesn't know what it's doing with its life.
Did it crash anywhere else?
Probably?
Yeah, looks like it has. Yeah, you can. No, it hasn't crashed in Dublin.
Yeah, just use the rolls room. See if it works.
I'll just use the R20.
That'll work.
Because I'm a cheater.
I'll believe in you.
No, R20. I wanted to use. So that's rides. That's Mark. Nope, none of them appeared to see you.
Oh, damn. Yeah, she'll just kind of, again, very carefully try to pick her way back out of sight. Try to help Damon make sure he carefully picks his way back out of sight so they don't I don't know, upset anybody. I have no idea how he's doing on stealth. Sidekick might be alive again.
Well, let's see how he's doing on the old stealthy.
Let's see if it'll. Yep, it seems to be working.
He gets 2. Actually, no, I rolled way too. Damon, you don't have that many stealth. I'll re-roll it.
Damon is not a sneaky snake.
Same result.
Just a lot more carefully close because I guess he's technically the defender in this, but damn.
Ironically, kind of the reason why he's so like nearly caught is because he's just watching. Like it's almost like he's just grounded.
Does he seem to really want to stay?
You get that impression, yeah, but he's happy to go if you want to go. It's that type of thing.
If she starts to move and he seems really fixated on it, she'll settle back where she was and keep watching.
You can see thrashing in the water.
Is Reds like holding her under, or are they just doing shit in the water?
Holding her under. That's a roll marks. Thing. Hypnosis. She does have a fuck ton of it though. Third life. And I gotta roll Freya's pour out stamina. Was that now? It's that. Yeah, Freya seems to be thrashing under the water as Mark is, with the lilies kind of spread out, is just whispering. You can feel, I'm going to give this for you, feel Gnosis ping. You know what I mean? That ping of something supernatural. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to lie. Every hair on her body is going to be up on end because that looks really heinous, but Mark of Thorns is no fucking slouch. So yeah, she'll be kind of gripping at, whatever little tree she's propped against to make sure she doesn't sway or move or get spotted, but the fingers are biting into the bark.
As eventually Freya shoots up out of the water, like coughing and spluttering, like clinging onto rides, holding on for dear life.
She lets out a tense breath that she didn't know she was holding.
Damon again seems to almost smile softly.
She's gonna kind of, at this point, there's no way she's gonna be able to rip her eyes away from whatever they're doing, but she will kind of blindly reach for his hand.
You feel it. As Ride just hoists Freya up into his big powerful arms and just seems to carry her off. Maria hugs Mark and Mark vanishes. You know what I mean? Just...
Oof.
Maria's left there on her own, staring out at the lake.
This is another point where things get hard because Maria knows more than Damon does. And if she starts an argument, Charlotte's going to be in a fucking really shitty spot.
It's up to you.
How's Maria seem to be doing in the wake of whatever just happened?
She kind of wades her feet into the water. She's barefoot.
Mm-hmm.
And she just seems to kneel down and you just hear bow her head into the water. You see red liquid emerge from her hands.
Did she catch a smell of blood?
Yep. Oh, that's what I was about to say next. Kind of beat me to it.
Oh, indecisive face. There's another glance towards Damon. Again, she's kind of using him as a barometer of sorts, as unfair as that is.
She died and was reborn.
Oh. Kind of shoots a glance out back out to the water like, this is not her shit.
No. I think. I don't know. I wouldn't be the person to ask. Smile, but I think that's what they're trying to do.
I mean, kind of makes sense.
You can ask if you want.
Think she'll answer me?
It's up to you. This one I can't help you with. Smile. Good.
Meet you at the clearing?
Nod.
And she'll sit there and, nod back, anxiously kind of chew her lip, let him start kind of picking his way back to retrieve his stuff. Well, their stuff. And we'll make sure he's, headed off before she finally kind of, slips out. And
Looks over.
shoves her hands in her pockets. Sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah. Just kind of starts walking roughly that way. Carefully, will not be trotting over where they were doing their initial bit, which I assume has been tread a certain way, marked a certain way. There's probably still incense smoldering at certain points. She gives that a very respectful berth. Little kind of, hands in pockets. Just walking over.
Do you say anything?
Just kind of absently glancing out at the water, just be like, heard you singing.
Just in turn, as you see her hand, like, it is red, Did you know?
Yeah. You okay?
Yeah.
What were you singing?
Need to help heal.
Kind of pitch a more studious glimpse at Maria, since she's kind of giving half answers. Not like as in like lying so much as it's kind of stilted talking. Does she look okay?
Nope. Blood loss.
She'll kind of gingerly start picking her way into the water. Fuck these boots. Hey. Dizzy?
Yeah.
Want a hand?
Would be nice.
And there is just a faint smile because it's a small victory. And yeah, she'll scoot, crouch down and go to try to help hoist her up. Get a look at her hands.
They're shredded right in the palms.
Holy shit. Come on. And the water is... Ooh, no good for that. Come on. Yeah, goes to hook an arm around her. Walk with her back up, out of the water.
You do.
Get her sat somewhere dry. It'll shrug off the overshirt because, well, she might need it in a second. You awake enough to shift up? Kind of searching down, like doing that little scooch down so she can look up at her face.
You turn and look over.
And if she's not looking especially alert, she'll be taking that overshirt of hers and kind of trying to set Maria's palms so they're both kind of palm up in her lap so that she can take the shirt and kind of clasp it down on top of her palms firmly. Staunch the blood flow a little bit. Hey, you with me?
Mm-hmm.
You awake enough to shift up? You need a minute.
5 or 6 times.
Hmm?
Just give me a minute. She blinks about 5 or 6 times. Just give me a minute.
Yep. We'll kneel there in front of her while she's sat on the ground, and we'll basically be holding so that their hands are palm to palm, with the shirt pressed between them, and she is using both some weight and like wrapping her hands around Maria's to try to put some pretty good hard pressure on the palms.
It's just, trying to help.
Of course you are.
Just starts crying and everything.
Who, Maria?
Yeah.
Oh god, she was trying so hard to be straight-faced about it. Hey. Of course you're trying to help.
Just wanted to help.
I'm glad you
That's
did.
all.
I'm sure she's glad you did.
Just, everyone else already hates me anyway.
But he hates you, Maria. Even I don't hate you. And you punched me right in the face. Kind of tries to, again, duck down, get her eye to eye so she can quirk her a weak attempt at a smile. She's trying so hard to hold back the waterworks. Oh, sympathetic crying. Ugh. It's probably pulling up in her eyes all the same.
Just, I didn't mean to shout at everybody. And we appealed to Margaret Horn said we could appeal to Lua, and I could appeal to the earth, the water, and all that. Then, well, I saw some of inside the head.
Oh, Maria.
You know?
She'll actually kind of forget herself a little bit And she loosens the grip on her hands. In fact, she lets go entirely and kind of just lurches forward and hugs her around the shoulders. Pulls her in tightly. Did a really good thing. You know that, right?
Didn't feel like it.
He still tried to help. How could you not help if you knew that something you could do might?
Just trying my hardest.
Well, I don't know who all you sung to, but if you'd sung to me like that, I'd do whatever you asked me to. Still hugging her
Really?
tightly. What'd she say?
Really?
Yeah. She kind of, again, it's the most awkward, like trying to kind of settle down a bit, because at this point she's kind of bowed awkwardly forward. So she kind of tries to even out how they're sitting so she can keep hugging her tightly around her, around her shoulders. Yeah, did a good job. It sounded amazing. I couldn't even tell what you were singing, but it sounded amazing. I'm sure it helped. She sits back a bit, takes Maria by the cheeks, does the kind of thumb wipe for either cheek. Margaret Thorns wouldn't have asked you to do it if she didn't think you could, right?
No.
Well, there you go. How's your noggin?
It's pretty sore. Upset, that's all.
You said that's
Yeah.
all?
I'll be alright. Just give a smile. Just upset.
Yeah. And Charlotte, yet again, succeeds in being the second biggest crybaby on Sept. Trying to be reassuring. She still leaks a little bit. Finally remembers herself enough to reach down and kind of grasp a hold of the palms again, tightly pressing the fabric over them. You gonna stay awake for me?
Just, I'll be okay. Just upset.
Yeah. You got someone to talk to about what you saw?
Shakes her head.
She shakes her head?
Yep. Lily's upset. I don't want to bother her. And Leaf is amazing, and I love him, and he's great, and best packmate I could have. But I don't want to hurt him.
Well, I know I'm not packed, but you can talk to me, you know?
You're too busy.
Not right now. Right now, I'm right here.
I tortured that poor girl.
Yeah.
They made the other one watch.
There's definitely, you know, another tightening of expression as she tries to keep, you know, keep herself a little straight, still making. Her brother?
There was one they kept looking at.
Oh,
He was big, tall, and looked like he had scarred across his right eye. They just kept looking at him. It just
okay.
seemed to make Freya. It's like I could see with her eyes, you know? So I could understand the pain.
She just clenches the hold on her hands tighter.
We're gonna go talk to Juno about it. Well, Mark is.
Girl kind of clenches a bit. Not Lena?
Juno's claimed Maria.
Juno's claimed
Juno's claimed that
Freya.
fucking. Yeah, I derped so hard, Freya. It's her kinfolk.
Jesus.
Normally I would go to Lena because she knows more and, well, Lena's more approachable.
Oh, but Lena's seen more.
Lena will be able to handle this. I don't know if Juno. That was their brother. That's why Maria Darcy Lynch can't. That's why Mark said I had to see it, probably. That was their
Why?
brotherhood. That's why Freya won't speak properly.
There's some anxious lip chewing as she kind of turns a glance across the water. Should probably still have Lena there. Could be bad.
And then I saw that woman. It's the last thing Freya did before she went unconscious. Scars.
Yeah.
She was smiling.
she's pretty much pure evil, so.
Wasn't that smile?
What was it?
It was as if someone had finally gotten what they'd wanted. She was crying.
The one with the scars.
Pure happiness.
Just the hairs on the back of her neck stand up.
Just stand up slowly. I better go. I'm just gonna go and cry into leave.
It's a little odd. You gonna make it back to the house?
Mm-hmm.
Just here, take this with you. Just until you can shift up.
She'll nod, and ironically, as Maria starts to set off, you can see in the woods, you already see the big guy himself.
Oh, Leaf.
Yep.
It's like he knew. Crazy, right?
Like, literally, you just watch Maria fall into him, he just hauls her up, essentially. Like, up. You know what I mean?
Yup. Oh, God bless Leaf. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
imagine he even bothers to exchange a glance with her. She just kind of shoots a grateful look, but
He doesn't even see you, he's just too focused on his,
on his pack mate.
Mm-hmm. And would you like to end it there? Would you like to end it there?
Yeah, she's just gonna. Ooh, you're a little laggy.
Would you like to end it there, Katie?
Yeah, she'll go to catch up with Damon. But yeah, we can end it there.
Yay! So thank you, players, for playing, and watchers for watching.